Family, what is up? Welcome to another episode of Talking with Tonio, where I discuss everything digital. Now, a subscriber asked, can I create a video on how to run Facebook ads for clothing brands? Now, if you guys ever have any questions, please don't hesitate to comment them. I try to do my very best to serve you guys as best as possible. So if you guys have specific questions, again, do not hesitate to comment. I answer literally every comment I get. So if there's anything that you want me to make a video on, I got you. Now, to be very transparent, over this last year, running Facebook ads has been pretty difficult for most advertisers. So if you did not know, Facebook pretty much updated, well, Apple rather, updated their terms of service or their privacy. So now they allow Apple users to pretty much opt out of advertising tracking, which makes your Facebook pixel or the thing that collects data on your customers a lot harder to find your customers. It doesn't give you as accurate as advice. So it's been very difficult for people to run Facebook ads over this last year. So in this video, I'm gonna give you the best techniques and strategies that are working right now that can really help your Facebook ads get the awareness and the profitability that you're looking for. So if you get value out of this video, just make sure that you thumbs it up. Make sure you subscribe because I create videos pretty much every single day. Now, before we even get into running ads themselves, there are some things that you have to have in place, and it's very vital for your success with Facebook ads, because if you don't do these things right and have these things aligned properly, I guarantee you when you run Facebook ads, you will be wasting your money and you will not get the conversions that you are looking for, okay? Now, the first one being is your actual website. If your actual website is not set up properly, all people will do is come to your website from the ad and immediately bounce, okay? Now, for the sake of time, I can't go over what a good website and all that stuff looks like. If you want me to, create a video on that topic, I'm more than happy to. But essentially just the breakdown, you want to make sure that your website is very easy to navigate. The actual page you have people landing on when they come from the ad, make sure that it has a good description, maybe even a size chart, what the garment looks like, just very standard stuff, a description. But you want to make sure that when you're sending them to your website, it's clean, everything is working, everything is processing, and it loads correctly, okay? I've seen a lot of people's websites, it is not set up and optimized for Facebook ads, so make sure that you have your actual website in place. Now, the second thing you want to make sure is that you have all your back-end stuff in place as well. So back-end just means your settings to your website. So that means your Google Analytics is set up properly, okay? Making sure that you have your Facebook pixel on there. Now, I personally use Shopify. Shopify is very easy to connect your Facebook pixel with. All you have to do is go to the App Store, download Facebook, right? And then there's a toggle that says connect Facebook or set up ads. You click that and then you just go down the process. So it's very easy to set up your Facebook pixel with Shopify. Or if you have to set it up manually, all you have to do is go to your Facebook ad manager. There's a line of code. For most websites, all you have to do is copy and paste that code into the Facebook pixel setting and you're good to go as well. Okay, so once you have your website in place, the second piece of homework that I have for you is making sure that you build out your buyer personas, or they call it a customer avatar in the marketing world. And essentially all you are doing is really figuring out exactly who your target audience is. Okay, so you may have, an idea or who you specifically want to target, but I really want you to do your research. And I'm telling you, all the time you put in doing your market research on your target audience is gonna pay with dividends on Facebook ads, because essentially all Facebook ads is like a machine formula, right? If you put in 2 plus 2, it's gonna give you 4. So if you do not give Facebook ads the right information to begin with, it's not going to give you the ultimate outcome that you are looking for. So essentially, what you're gonna wanna know is, where's your customer located, right? Are they in the United States? Are they in specific states? Are they in Canada? Are they in Australia? Like, where are they, okay? And then what are they interested in? What books do they read? What movies do they watch? Like, all these things come into play with knowing your customer avatar, right? How much money do they make? What is their level of education? Are they married? Are they single? Where do they work? Like, all these things you want to build in a buyer persona, because you can take all that information and input it into Facebook ads. Now, you're probably thinking at this point, man, Antonio, this is a lot deeper than what I thought it would be. And it really is. I know this is probably not your first video that you watched on Facebook ads, but what I'm noticing, especially on YouTube, is a lot of people don't give you the real game of Facebook ads. They make it seem like you can set up an account in 30 days and, just blow it up, right? Just make 10K out of the gate. But really, if you don't do this market research, and especially if you haven't seasoned your pixel already and all this other stuff, a lot of the stuff that you're seeing on YouTube about Facebook ads, they're not giving you the full story. So I wanted to make sure that, my subscribers, they know what it is before y'all really waste money, because you can really waste hundreds of thousands of dollars on Facebook ads if you don't get those two things right. Now, just to let you know, if you're watching this and you're getting a little bit overwhelmed, it's okay. I do have clothing brand consultations to where I can help you out with this. So all you have to do is click the link in the description below, and I would love to help you out. All right, you guys, so let's get into the nitty gritty of Facebook ads. So I have my Facebook ad account pulled up. And so these are gonna be the main objectives that you're gonna see when you pull up Facebook ads. Now, honestly, for me personally, I only really use about 4, which is brand awareness, traffic, video views, and conversions. And essentially, they're all built around a sales funnel. So if you don't know what a sales funnel is, in layman's terms, all it is just a customer journey that you take your potential customer through. So at the top of the funnel is really just brand awareness. They're getting acquainted to your brand. They don't really know who you are. So you're just really showing up, just trying to get them aware of you, cognizant of your brand. The second one is they've seen you before. Now they're kind of considering whether or not they want to purchase for you. Like, they've probably seen your Instagram, or they've been to your website before, but they don't really know, if they want to buy from you yet. And then the last one is conversions. That's pretty much saying like, hey, they're pretty much primed to buy. Now it's time to collect the sale. And depending on where your customer is at on the sales funnel, right, is going to determine what type of, ad you run to them. Okay. Now, if you're a brand new business, I'm assuming if you're looking at this video, you do not want to be running conversion ads. Excuse me, that's like something in my eye. You do not want to start out the gate running conversion ads. I know you've seen, some YouTube videos showing like, oh, just start with conversions, always run conversions. Nah, do not do that. Especially now with, the new 14.5. Like, I'm not saying don't test it, because at the end of the day, all of this is testing. But if you're running like $5 a day budgets and you have very, very small budgets and your pixel is not seasoned, you're not going to get conversions. Because to optimize your Facebook ads, right, you have to get at least 50 conversions a day, or 50 conversions, a week. And if you have no data, if your company is brand new, expecting somebody to buy just because you have a t-shirt, right, just because you have a brand and they don't know you, they're not going to buy from you. So I would recommend starting off with brand awareness or traffic campaigns, just to get them either to your Instagram or to your website, and then collect, like I said before, their email, and then sell through email. Giving something away from free is definitely going to entice buyers more than just coming and asking for the sale immediately. Okay, so I'm going to give you some strategy here. So if I was you, I would start off with a brand awareness campaign. I would take one of my highest performing content pieces on my Instagram or Facebook or wherever you have content, and I would run a brand awareness campaign on Instagram and Instagram stories. Because I will say, compared to Facebook, Instagram is a lot better for for brands. But again, test. You'll know where you should be running ads because you're going to know when you do your market research where your target audience is. Maybe you're targeting 50 to 60 and they're on Facebook more than they're on Instagram, right? So all your research is going to tell you where you should be putting your advertisings to, and literally all you have to do is input it to Instagram, but again, or Facebook ads. So again, simple brand awareness campaign. So we're going to do clothing brand tutorial. Boom. We're going to hit next. Yep, we're going to do $5 a day. We're just going to do clothing brand test. So boom, as you can see here, you can put your daily budget. You can do your start time or your end time, right? So if you have a specific campaign, I know Black Friday just passed, so if you do a 4-day campaign, you only want to spend $20, when you want it to end. Boom, you can hit Friday to Monday. Cool, right? Now, this is where you actually target your audience. Now, I would recommend, unless you have a bigger budget, please don't go over, I would say, the 2 to 3 million mark. Anything over that, especially if you're running small budget campaigns, is going to be way too broad for your budget. Your $5 a day is not going to get to them. So I would say anywhere between 500,000 to around 2 million-ish is a good audience size, especially if you're working with smaller budgets. Now, the bigger the budget, right, you can increase that. But I know if you're just starting out, I would recommend just running $5 a day ads, test them, see how well your ads are doing, and then go from there. But as you can see here, audience, I would keep that at United States. And then this is where you put in your age. So again, where you did your market research, put in your age range, your gender, right? Male, female, both. Most of the times, if you're doing clothing brands, you're all going to want to run it to a specific gender. So again, pick male, female, then your demographic. So here is where you can put in, right, everything. So let's just say you want to run it to, an African-American audience. You can put in BET. It'll pop up. There we go. You can put in BET or Essence, right? So this is where you really want to, unfortunately, I hate to say that, but stereotype your audience, right? But you know what they're interested in. Or maybe just Supreme. You have a clothing brand that's interested in Supreme, okay? Cool. Right? And you literally put it in. You can put in, let's just say you're a lady, you're running a clothing brand to moms, to new moms, right? You can put in mom or newborn, and it should show you I think you have to type in new parents. Now I think it'll show you exactly, yep, new parents, 0 to 12 months. So let's just say you're running a clothing brand for moms that are postpartum, right? You can literally target that demographic. So again, doing your research, it could really help you do better with Facebook ads, because pretty much anybody that you're specifically looking for, Facebook can find. It's just about how much research did you do beforehand to really know who your target audience is. So let's just say we're targeting women 18 to 35. with newborns, boom, in the United States, right? So how specific is that? So I'm telling you, Facebook ads is dope. Okay, cool. Now, I recommend, depending on your creative, you can do automatic placement or you can do manual placement if you just want to run it specifically on Instagram. Again, really depends. Now, all the news feeds is always going to be the best. I don't ever run it on like marketplace video feeds. Explore page is kind of iffy. Stories is always good, right? In-stream, Reels, overlay. I don't typically use these. Test them out if you like. If you don't know, to be safe, if you're just starting out, just run automatic placements. But once you start to see where Facebook is spending the most of your money, or once you start to see, where you're getting the most traffic sources from, then you can optimize and change it later. But as of right now, I would recommend just doing automatic placements just to get started. And you click next. And then boom, you can set up your ad format. So you can put in a single image, you can put in a video. Like, it really just depends on what you think will do well. But again, test out your creative before you even start running ads. So if it's not doing well organically, it's probably not gonna do well with Facebook ads. So definitely test out different creatives to see what works and what your audience resonates with. But literally you can pick a creative input. And then another thing with Facebook ads that you really wanna take a look at is your actual primary text. So you wanna make sure, and they call this copy. So you wanna make sure that the copy in this part is really, really good. Make sure that's engaging. And it's not something too salesy. You wanna make sure that your ads look like regular posts. Because no one likes to be sold to, right? So you really want to make sure that, depending on what your brand story is, that it resonates, like all that good stuff. I don't want to get too heavy into copy, but make sure that it has a hook, it has a line that you think will resonate with your target audience. And then always make sure that you have your pixel installed, right? We have a call to action, learn more. And that's really how you set up your first, campaign. And then you just redo the same thing with traffic or conversions, right? But instead of sending them to your Instagram or your website, you may send them to a specific product page once you've already warmed up your audience. But I'm probably gonna do a part 2 of this video. Let me know if you have any questions in the comments below. But that's pretty much how you run Facebook ads for a clothing brand. It's relatively simple, but you wanna make sure that you do all your research beforehand, because if not, you're going to waste money. So again, if you need more help with this stuff, I do offer clothing brand consultations. But that is it for the video. Thank you so much for watching. Until next time, be easy.